Hey guys, it's Thursday, November 14th. So yeah, a few different announcements for this video. You're actually going to be seeing this tomorrow because I ran out of footage to film. But the veterinary clinic job, I absolutely loved it. But ultimately I decided it just wasn't a good fit. I loved it, but with my autoimmune disease, I don't have a lot of muscle. Like, I can't even pick up Cooper half the time. And so I was having a lot of trouble restraining the animals for like exams and stuff. And so the boss was like, I just don't think it's a good fit. And the same for me. It was very understanding. I really liked it. I just don't think I had enough time to learn the restraint, and I need a little bit more time. So it's okay. But I decided, since I'm already going back, I had already made this decision before I started this job that I'm going to go back to school in January. And so full time. So I have decided that I am just going to go back to subbing. I've already spoken to them, and I'm just going to sub when they need me. And I'm going to go to school full time starting in January. So, nothing crazy. The restraint was way too hard on me, and it was part of the job, and I didn't have the strength to do it. It wasn't that I didn't want to help do it. The dogs were big. I mean, some of them it was just impossible for me to do. And I almost got bit 3 or 4 times in the 2 weeks I was there, which is typical, but I don't ever want somebody to get bit because of me. But today, I didn't have either of the kids. I picked them up tomorrow evening. And I think I told y'all in my last video that Remy passed away. And last time we went and looked at animals, I had brought Cooper with me. And he always was like, I want a cat, I want a cat, I want a cat. So I went and looked at 2 shelters today, and I really wanted to have something for Christmas Day, for it to be from Santa. I know a lot of people don't like that, but technically it's going to be like a family indoor cat. And I did not get a kitten. This one is actually not costing me anything. It's actually a foster program, so I'll keep it for a few weeks, and if it's a great fit, then I'll adopt it, and it's only like $10 at that shelter. So the only catch with this cat is because Cooper absolutely wants a cat, and so the only thing I knew I didn't want a kitten. I didn't have the patience for a kitten, especially going back to school. And I just want something that can take care of itself. If, say, I want to leave the house for 3 nights, I can just leave food, water, and the cat is self-sustainable. It's a lot easier than having a dog. So I was just like, a cat would be so much easier. But I also wanted to be like, I wanted to get something that was full grown, because I kind of wanted to know the temperament of it. I wanted the cat that was loving, not one that gets mad or, hisses a lot, just don't mess with me. Like, I wanted a loving cat that kind of does its own thing, but also wants attention and doesn't get upset when you try to give it attention. And the first shelter I went and looked at, I was like, okay. They wanted like $75, which I didn't mind paying that. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to think about it, and then I'm going to come back. And I came back to the second shelter. Well, I went to the second shelter, and they had this 12-year-old cat. Her name is Ricky. And I know, old for a cat, but I was, in my mindset, I was like, he really wants a cat. So, I'm going to get this cat, and we're going to see. It's already older, so it's not going to live forever. We'll give it a good home. I'm going to see how he is with this cat, and if he's responsible, and if he really enjoys this cat as he's asking for, then maybe in a year or 2, I will get him a kitten. So, that was my thought on that. And this cat just seems like it's going to work really well for our family. this cat was actually surrendered to the shelter yesterday. Its owner went on hospice, and so they surrendered it because it, you know. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to get this cat. I'm gonna bring it home, and hopefully I can run to the Dollar Tree before I go and get it. Because I need to pick up, like, it did have, the owner surrendered it with food and treats and everything, but I do want, in a cage as well, so it does come with its crate, but I need to get it some food bowls, and it came with litter. I just need to get a litter box and some food bowls and a collar, and I think I'm gonna get a bow, like a Christmas bow, and I'm gonna put it in the cage. And when I go to pick up Cooper tomorrow, we're gonna come home and the cage is gonna be under the tree, and I'm just gonna tell him, you know, that it's an early Christmas present. So that's what's going on. I'm headed that way, and this cat is a complete indoor cat. I'm not gonna have the same trouble that we had with Mia. This cat is like been indoor its whole life. It's declawed, it's fixed, so it knows what it wants in life, and it knows where it's at. And yeah, I think this is just gonna be a really good fit for us. So I am headed my way to go pick this cat up. They're closing in like an hour, so I'm gonna make it there before they close, pick it up, and then head back home.